Hey everyone, welcome to the GTraderPro Weekly Futures Forecast. I'm Gil, and I'm here every Sunday to help you get a head start on the trading week. In this video, we're going to take a look at the key equity markets and some setups we're watching. And so let's get started. Let's get right into it. Before we take a look at the upcoming week, let's take a quick look at the week in review. Of course, all four indices, a really significant continuation. We've been talking here at GTraderPro for several weeks, really since late April, early May, about continued upside, breaking to new all-time highs, continuing through the summer months, and that has been spot on, and that has continued in particular this week. Saw new highs made in several of the markets, several of the indices. Let's take a look at the ES for starters. Now the E-mini September contract here has not broken out to new all-time highs. On a continuation basis, of course, we have. So we have continuation all-time highs. The SPX cash market made new all-time highs. And we really took off over the course of the last several days. Really good, strong week. Got underway. Here's Friday's close, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, all the way back to Monday. So we can see really a significant run, as we all are aware of this week. And we closed out in very good shape for the week. So the weekly close, we were talking to our traders live in real time during the course of the week about some particularly important numbers: 6141, 6151, 6150. Right here, with daily closes and a weekly close above here being very, very strong. And we certainly took care of that, and we closed out terrific. My purple levels here indicate some intraday resistance. We spiked above that. We did mention to our traders that some of the numbers up here were going to be difficult going into the end of the week. So these are some intraday levels that they ran into and closed below. This is perfectly normal. Even in a strong market, they're going to run into some price levels that are difficult for them to get through. They did, however, close above 62.05. That was a very good close. And again, so what we're looking for coming up out of the ES going forward into this week, it's a holiday shortened week, of course, seasonally typically bullish into the 4th of July. But that being said, purely technically, we have two key levels yet to be attained here: 62.48, 62.63. I think both of these are in reach during the course of this upcoming week. So these are our next significant targets here for the ES. Now again, won't take much to do that. Really 25, 40 points takes care of that. And then of course we're brushing up against the all-time highs. We do have potential for a top, but it looks to me like overall the big picture is still in a significant breakout from a weekly, monthly, and longer term viewpoint. ES is still going significantly higher, but we may have some bit of a pullback. So we're going to be looking for long trades this week once again, see if we can get a pullback and trigger some minor intraday bottoms. We'll see. One of the prices we'll be looking for during the course of early trading this week, we're going to move this on down to about 61.77, 78, right? That would be quite interesting if we could get down there. We see the late day low was down at 61.83. Now that's the low for the day, and they made that late in the afternoon before running right on up. So the low came very late, and it was a great close. I want to see if early in the week we can come down and touch 61.78, take out that low by a little bit. How we handle 61.77, 61.78 early in the week, if we can get back down there, would be quite interesting. We'll be looking for potential firming action and a bottom here with a slight new low, 61.78. And if we can hold that, we're in good shape. If they don't hold 61.78 early in the week, it's not out of the realm of possibilities that they come back down to test this very critical area here between 61.40 and 61.50. Certainly, we would entertain long positions there as well. So we've got a couple of key levels on the downside that we'll be looking for. Ultimately, the forecast, the calls, is to get up to 62.48, 62.63. So there's your ES. Take a look at the NQ, of course, and once again in the September contract, has not attained a all-time high status, not quite technically, and then the market's very thin back here in December, but there's your all-time high, 875 in this particular contract. We did run into 780, which we said was going to be a difficult area for the market to close above 780. They did run into 780 and pulled back. So we were shorting 780 on up and a little bit higher than that for traders who wanted to take advantage of it. Late in the week, 780 on Friday was reached, and that made for a high probability. Despite 870 being up there, 780 was unlikely to be closed above, as we told our traders Friday morning in our morning briefs that we put out each and every day before the markets open. So our traders took advantage of a great short trade early in the pre-market on Friday, based on, again, information that we put out a video here Friday morning, about 2 hours before the market opened. A short 780 worked out to be a really nice trade. Now, again, like the ES, if we pull back into some critical levels, and I suspect that Nasdaq is going to be too strong to do that, but again, we're going to be looking for any pullbacks that we can take advantage of. We're looking for 873, 875. We're going to look for the all-time high this week, and we do have higher levels. All right. Nasdaq is in a very strong position. So again, we'll be taking advantage of intraday pullbacks and be looking not only once again for 780, that'll always be a target for us. So if we get a nice little pullback, we're going to be looking to revisit 780 and then this week get up to 870. Take a look at the Russell. Really great run this week in the Russell. We've been talking here over the last several weeks that if we can break through some of these key levels, which we did this week, that the market would reach 2205. You may recall that for some previous videos we put out over the last several weeks. And we reached it. And we, again, in our morning brief on Friday morning, a couple of hours before the market opened, put out a video that said, indeed, the Russell was going to hit 2205. We would take out this high over here that was put in on June 11th, and they would reach 2205 and would not close the week above 2205 and would pull back from there. So if traders wanted to short 2205, they could. Made for a nice pullback. As long as we are staying above 147 and worst case 131, so we could suffer a little bit of a pullback. There is a bit of a top coming in here temporarily. The next major target for the Russell above 2205 is going to be 2248, 2250. They will reach this. Question for me is, can the Russell do it this week? That's our next major level. Certainly any daily closes above 2205 would be a clue that that is what is forthcoming. We're going to look for, and again, any pullbacks. And again, 40 points. I know it sounds like a lot, but it's no big deal for us to come back down and test this level. We would look for long trades on this pullback if we can get that early in the week. Over here to the YM, which is finally waking up. It's been slow, it's been sluggish, but it finally got going. Our next major target for the YM, we do feel, is going to be reached, and I think we can reach that this week prior to the 4th of July, 44,825. That's our next major. We did close in great position on the YM. First time coming up to 44,000. 44,010 was the specific number that we told our traders on Friday they would reach. They reached it. They closed above it. That was a very strong close, probably the best out of the bunch for the YM. So a nice, surprisingly good, strong close there. And again, we also walked through 43,700 from previous videos. You may recall that. So if we pulled back just a little bit, about a 300-point pullback, worst case scenario, we get a pullback to 43,400 early in the week. We may get that. I suspect we won't, but we could. And in any event, we want to be long. The true target for me is 44,800. We should get up there, and that's what we'll be looking for and forward to this coming week. So very nice week transpired. Big range. We may see some follow through. We know that we will get follow through going into July. course, Monday is the last day of the quarter. It's the last day of the month of June, last day of quarter. So Monday's a pretty important session for us. I hope you found this helpful. Thank you for watching. If you like this, please don't forget to like and please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you never miss an update. And once again, we invite you to join our completely free Discord community for daily insights, trader chat, and to get a look at that morning brief that we put out every morning prior to the market open. That is free. It's in our public channel. There's no cost to see that, and so we look forward to that as well. Be sure to visit GTraderPro.com, learn more about our one-to-one training that we provide, the tools and resources we also have available, and be sure to follow us on social media to stay connected with GTraderPro at all times. Thanks for watching. I look forward to seeing you next week. Have a great week of trading, everybody, and have a safe, enjoyable 4th of July holiday, and I'll see you here next week.